One of my absolute favorite things in video games are the final boss battles. After hours and hours of playing a game you really like, you're really expecting a spectacular final battle at the end. What I'm going to present you here are my own top 10 favorite final bosses. Each boss on this list holds a special place in my memories and had a lasting effect on me. Before I begin, I'd just like to point out a few things. These boss battles are only from games that I've played. Also, there's only going to be one game per franchise. Now, let's get started.
Crash Bandicoot for the last time! Give the crystals to me!
I really like the classic Ratchet & Clank games. Good old third-person shooter games with so many interesting weapons. The third game has to be my favorite. In Ratchet & Clank 3, the final boss is a sinister robot scientist called Dr. Nefarious. He's also a really funny and amusing villain. Lawrence! To hurt him, all you have to do is just keep shooting at him. But you really gotta pay attention to his attacks, since some of them can be a bit tricky to dodge. Dr. Nefarious has 3 basic attacks: throwing holograms, dial blasters, and purple energy blasts. In the second part of the battle, Dr. Nefarious makes an escape, so you'll have to chase him and go through a battlefield full of robot enemies. And there's a lot of them, so you have to know how to use your weapons. Eventually, you reach Dr. Nefarious again, and he will have 2 new attacks, which are missiles and laser beams. Round 3 is a spaceship battle, and it kinda sucks. But the first fights were good and enjoyable enough, which is why this battle takes the number 10 spot. When I first played Star Fox Adventures, it seemed a bit dull. I mean, during the prologue, you'll pretty much hear a bunch of this. But I played on, and the rest of the game is pretty good actually. And the final battle with Grandpa Head, Andros, is good too. In this battle, you'll begin shooting his Majoras Mask on the eyes and the forehead. After this, Andros will try to squash you with his own hands. And now you'll have to shoot at them. Later, Falco shows up, and he helps you fight Andros by giving you a special attack that you'll use on Andros so you can shoot his breath now. I guess I enjoyed this fight with Andros because I really liked the way you were fighting him. It was sort of a new and interesting thing in the game. I mean, Star Fox is better known for being an R-Wing pilot than just walking around. So it was nice to see Fox do what he does best. A good final battle, but a little disappointing at the same time, since you didn't get to fight General Scales, who actually was the primary villain in this game. And that's why this boss deserves to be number 9. Video game music have a way of fitting in with the atmosphere. It's like you feel you're actually in the game and feel the surroundings. A game that does this job really well is Super Metroid. What the game also succeeds at is to affect your emotions. In this game, you play as bounty hunter Samus Aran, as she's trying to find a baby Metroid that she spared when destroying all the Metroid creatures in Metroid 2. So you're exploring Planet Zeebs, fighting space pirates, killing all the bosses, till you finally reach Mother Brain herself. You start fighting her like in the first Metroid game, but then... Ugh! So Mother Brain has now grown both legs and arms. The strategy here is just to keep firing at her head while dodging her bombs, blue ring lasers, energy beams, and beam shots. But all of a sudden, she fires an undodgeable death beam that hurts and stuns Samus. As Mother Brain prepares the final blow on her, the baby Metroid comes to your rescue, stuns Mother Brain, and heals you up. Yay! No, wait, be careful! What? No! No! Huh? He gave me a powerful rainbow beam attack. Now you're gonna die! Oh yeah, sweet payback. It never felt this good. That is one of the big reasons why Mother Brain is number 8. We all can agree that you shouldn't mess with crocodiles. They can be very aggressive, and they will even beat you up in a boxing match.
What?
But you all know I'm talking about King K. Rool in Donkey Kong 64, right? Donkey Kong 64 is one of my all-time favorite video games, with a nice final showdown with the crocodile King K. Rool in the ring. As some of you may know, you have to defeat King K. Rool with each Kong at a time under a certain time limit. Each fight you'll get the opportunity to use some of the Kong's special abilities in order to fight King K. Rool. One of the reasons why I like this boss is how creative Rare was with this battle. Battling against your arch enemy in a boxing ring sounds really interesting and cool. If this battle was an event in real life, I sure as heck would go and watch it. Finish him off, Donkey!
Headshot.
Oh yeah, Bayonetta is one hot, sexy and fun video game character. In the game Bayonetta, you play as a powerful witch with many tricks up her sleeve. Or should I say, many tricks up her hair. The main enemies are angel creatures called Lumen Sages, and at the end you face the goddess herself, Jubileus, and she is sure one huge, angry, powerful goddess. Jubileus puts up a quite challenging fight. She has many forms, and you gotta be careful not to take too much damage. And I can tell you that Bayonetta is not an easy game. In the boss fight, you have to reach to the places where she placed her ribbons of hair and destroy them all. Eventually, you'll get the chance to reach Jubileus' head. There's your chance to take some heavy damage to her. Near the end of the battle, you'll get to finish Jubileus off by summoning a Jubileus look-alike hairsuit creature. And you'll get to feel the pure satisfaction of punching her away with the power of a big bang. Then control her towards the freaking sun. Amazing. Jubileus, a fun and challenging boss fight with a satisfying climax, deserves the number 6 spot on this list. The Legend of Zelda Majoras Mask is an awesome but disturbing game. In this game, Link is set on a quest to stop a moon that's literally about to wipe out the whole planet in 3 days. I mean, just look at that thing! Look! To stop the moon, Link has to set 4 giants free that will hold it off. But that isn't enough. To stop the moon once and for all, you have to go inside of it and fight a demon mask with tentacles. Majora's Mask is a mask that is fused with dark magic and has 3 forms. In the first one, you have to throw your Sora swords at her and then hit her again with your sword. But watch out for the other boss masks, as they'll shoot projectiles at you. And beware of Majora's Sunray Beam attack and dive attacks. In the second form... Anyway, here you'll just have to hit her with your bow or something similar when she stops to moonwalk or jump around. This causes her to fall and your chance to strike. In the third form, Majora's Mask gets pumped with steroids and grows whips on each hand. Here you have to stun her again, then hit her with your sword while she's trying all types of whip attacks at you. A tip is to shoot an arrow at her when she's about to attack you. Now, this battle was just weird and just plain freaky to me, but I still loved every moment of it. Reflux Technolon from Rayman 3 is one of those villains that just won't give up. About in the middle of the game, you fight him in a battle arena. After his defeat, he envies you and wants payback. Andre, the leader of the Black Lumps, he decides to seek up Reflux and offer him to get revenge on Rayman in return of stealing a powerful scepter. Of course, Andre and Reflux form allies and prepares to dominate the world. So Rayman must face and stop them once and for all. Andre and his army of Black Lumps have fused together with Reflux to give him more power. And I must say that Reflux looks really awesome. With the scepter, Reflux will keep shooting lightning from the sky, so you must keep running in zigzag moves to avoid the lightning bolts. To damage Reflux, you must break his shield with your lockjaw attacks. Then you must hurry and use your heavy metal fist attacks to take hits on him. Well, that seems to be it. Now let us continue to number... That's right. After beating Reflux the first time, he puts the scepter piece on his back and turns into a giant. Now you'll have to go around him and reach the blue lockjaw. He has two attacks. A horizontal attack that can be dodged by standing in lower grounds. And a ground punch attack that can cause you to fly up in the air if you're standing on the ground. If you fly up in the air and he tries to attack you, use the helicopter move. But be careful, as he attacks way more faster later on. You must keep walking right till Spikes pops out of Reflux's back and he punches the ground. This causes him to get stuck. Now make sure you grab the red heavy metal fist power up, go up and hit the scepter piece on his back. In the third phase, he will float up in the sky and you'll have to reach the top and launch a shock rocket at him. But he won't go down that easy. In the last fight, you're in a flying machine with glowbox. Here you'll have to break Reflux's shield around his sensitive spot on the back, which is an orb. When you shoot down the shield twice, Reflux will try to attack you. Here's your chance to shoot the orb on his back. Reflux then plants himself into the center of the arena. With the help of Andre, he produces a large amount of hoodlums, then creates a dark vortex beneath his body. You'll now have to destroy as many hoodlums as you can to stop Reflux from getting healed. Repeat these segments a few times and Reflux is defeated. And now you'll get to turn Andre into a harmless red lum. I enjoyed this final battle for how surprisingly long it was the first time I experienced it. I believe this was the very first long final battle I faced. That's why Reflux is number 4. I remember picking this game up at a game store, looking at it and saying something like,
"Holy cow, this game looks really freaking cool!"
It did, and it was. Pac-Man World 2 was a fun game, with beautiful levels and fun bosses. It was very fun to see Pac-Man in a 3D platform game. Jumping from 2D to 3D was a huge step for him. When you start the game, you'll get a little introduction scene. Here you'll get to see that the 4 main ghosts accidentally free another powerful ghost named Spooky when stealing golden fruits from the Pac Village. Spooky and the other ghosts now team up to get rid of all the Pac people in Pac Village. Pac-Man must now get all the golden fruits back to the tree in Pac Village. So let's say you have retrieved all the golden fruits. You place them back on the tree in the village, you turn into Golden Pac-Man, and then... yeah, this time it's personal. Now this is how you set up a final battle. A stormy, deadly tornado surrounding a circled battlefield floating in the air. During the battle, Spooky will try to hit you with many different projectiles with his staff. He will even spawn enemies towards you. The projectiles he shoots can be meteors, energy balls, and even fireballs with following fire. Man, there's a lot of balls he's trying to hit you with. At some point, Spooky will fly close to the ground and prepare a more powerful attack. That's your chance to kick him right in the face!
Pow! Right in the kitchen!
Just make sure you hit him fast, or you will get your butt whooped. Spooky, you truly know how to set off an epic final battle. Earlier I talked about how much I liked the final battle from DK64, but the final battle from the game Banjo-Kazooie takes more of the cake for me. In this game, you play as Banjo the Bear along with his sidekick Kazooie the Bird, as you try to save Banjo's sister Tootie from the evil rhyming witch Gruntilda. After saving Tootie, Gruntilda makes an escape, but you follow her and blast off all the way to the top of the castle. What follows is one epic showdown with awesome music. Oh yeah, this final battle kicks so much butt. A final battle at the top of a castle. It's so outstanding, it's so brilliant. This battle begins with Gruntilda swooping down on her broomstick. At some point, her broomstick will have some technical difficulties, and that's your chance to attack her. Once she flies over where you can't reach her, start shooting eggs at her. But beware, she will shoot fireballs at you, so you must move around quickly and smart. More balls! The third part takes place in the air, where you have to attack Gruntilda with beak bombs. You gotta aim really carefully, since one wrong move can be disastrous. After the flying segment, she will create a force field around herself. Now Gruntilda seems unbeatable. Wrong! Ginger statues will now pop up around the castle top. Shoot eggs into these small holes on the statues to activate the Gingers. Once activated, they will attack Gruntilda like homing missiles. Once you activate all 4 of them, the mighty Gingerator will appear. Shoot eggs into the slots around this statue to activate it. Once you activate the Ginger Nature, it will attack Gruntilda over and over again until she falls off the castle to her doom. This final battle is absolutely astonishing because the setting here is very good. Under the whole game, you've been hearing Gruntilda's voice and her repeated rhyming. And there's not too many boss fights in this game, so you're really looking forward to face Gruntilda. All of this adds to the excitement towards the final battle. And the battle music is simply brilliant. These are the reasons why this final battle is one of my all-time favorites. This particular spot comes from a game I previously played called Super Paper Mario on the Nintendo Wii. In Super Paper Mario, a new villain called Count Blick uses a forbidden prophecy to create a Chaos Heart by making Bowser and Princess Peach marry each other. This creates a dark void, which will soon wipe out all the worlds that exist. Mario, Luigi, Peach and Bowser must now join together and find 8 pure hearts in order to destroy the Chaos Heart and save all existence. During the game, you meet and fight Count Blick's different minions. And you also soon realize that your trusty, helpful sidekick Tippy the Pixel and Count Blick actually knew each other. I must say that Super Paper Mario is probably the darkest Mario game I've played. I mean, there's character deaths, sacrifices, and even a sad, depressing love story between Tippy and Count Blick. So you're at the last level, you go through a dark, spooky castle, and you finally face the Count himself. You fight him and defeat him with the help of the Pure Hearts. After his defeat, it is revealed that Count Blick and Tippy were separated from each other. When Tippy vanished, Count Blick felt like everything was meaningless to him and wanted to destroy everything that had taken Tippy away from him. Now that's just sad. Then out of nowhere, that's right, the real villain is Dementio. You battled him before, and he tried to make you think he was your ally, but it was all a play. Now he takes the Chaos Heart and Luigi to put on the greatest magic show ever. And it is awesome! I love this final battle! Super Dementio might just be the best cool looking boss ever! Just look at this! Look! It's a little hard to explain why this boss came before the Gruntilda battle, but I'll try my best. The setting for this final battle was absolutely perfect. The emotional cutscene, the plot twist, and of course, the fight for all existence as we know it. And the music, that music! I'm serious, this is the best video game theme I've ever heard. So where do I even begin with this fight? First, Super Dementio is invincible because he's shielded by the Chaos Heart. But the 8 pure hearts come back after being destroyed and removes the shield. During the battle, these floating platforms will constantly shoot projectiles at you. You have to keep moving and have a sharp open eye for incoming attacks. If you don't, you can sure take some damage. The way to hurt Super Dementio is to jump on his head. You can jump on his shoulders too, but that takes less damage. The damage that you deal depends on what level you are. Super Dementio's other attacks includes smashing with his fists and a super jump attack. The way to fight him is simple, yes, but it was still very enjoyable. Yes, you can kill him easy with Bowser, but that feels like cheating to me. I wanna play Mario. I can't tell you how much fun I had fighting Super Dementio. The music is perfect in every way, the battle is thrilling and exciting, and Dementio is a really great villain. It's too bad he died though, but I hope he can come back someday. I am Yellow forever, and Super Dementio is the most amazing and spectacular final boss I've ever faced.